description.
Alright, hey, this is Hans the Ramen Raider with another episode of Instant Noodle Recipe Time. This is the show where I show you what you could be doing with your instant noodles. And today we've got this Surasang 88 Seoul Rose Rapokki. It is the year 2005. And, yeah, let's cook this up. So, yeah. I am very, very irritated with the state of technology in my kitchen at the moment, but that will subside. I've got a whole weekend to figure this crap out. So there's the sauce base. Here comes the dokboki. The fill line for this is pretty darn low, and it doesn't fit, that's for certain. But the last one I made, everything got hydrated perfectly and it came out real nice. So, oh, don't go in there. Oh, it went in there. Don't eat. It won't kill you though. That was one thing that like busted me up. I read and watched this whole thing about the do not eat desiccant sachets that you find in things like things you want to keep dry and shoes and all sorts of stuff. Well, if you eat it, you won't die. You'll poop it out. But it ain't food. It's not meant to be eaten. It's not an aspect of the food product that you're preparing ever. So if you see it in there, don't add it in. It's not going to help. In fact, I don't know if it's crunchy or not. I've never purposefully gone and tried to eat a desiccant packet to see what the upshot of that would be. I think that's probably a reasonably good idea to not do that. Okay, there's our water, and the sauce is in the bottom, and there's our noodle. Just to be safe, I'm flipping the noodle over so it gets a little bit of liquid on both sides. Okay, and then we put the lid on, which is kind of difficult since I took the label off. Okay, lid's on. This is going to get microwaved for 4 minutes? 2 minutes and 30 seconds at 1,000 watts. Oh, it also says stir well. So I will... Can't really stir the noodle block, but I think that's to get the sauce activated. And I will flip the noodle block yet again, just for hopes that is a helpful thing. And back on with the lid, and 2.5 minutes at 1,000 watts. That doesn't seem like enough, but this is room temp water. I would say 99.99999% of the time, if you're doing one that's going to be microwaved, use room temperature water. All right, and in 2.5 minutes, we should have the Rapokki. I mean, Rapokki. Yeah. I am rather garnish challenged, which bums me out, but I don't know what to tell you. I don't have lots of garnish right now. I'm planning on getting more. I have one egg, but I didn't cook it. But yeah, I'm just trying to race through these so we can get out the dough and do what we gonna do. And I got a bunch of other stuff to do too. By the way, I'm probably have done a bunch of unboxings at this point already, but if you didn't know, there's a company called Project Ramen. You go to projectramen.com. They've got some rad boxes. You can get like this massive mystery box that has 16 packs and two packs of each variety. So there's 8 varieties, 2 packs of each. I haven't done the unboxing yet for the first one, but I took a peek and there's some neat stuff in there, and it's multinational. There was stuff from Thailand, China, Korea, all over the place. I'm curious if the tariffs are going to be an issue. I have a feeling all that tariff bluster is going to disappear. Honestly, I think it's going to go away. That's my bet. It's going to cause too much havoc and craziness, and dude's just going to go, well, he'll just blame it on the previous administration and be like, well, and then that'll be that, and then there will be no more tariffs. They ruined tariffs for me. I can't do the tariffs because they were going to be so great, but the previous administration... Yeah. All right, here we go. Here comes the pain of a hot bowl. Ooh, ooh. Oh, God. Oh. It's hot. It is very hot. Okay. All right. Just need a little bit of an assist from a paper towel. There we go. I'll have to use it anyways to clean the stove. So when I take the lid off of this, it's going to be a steamy explo. Oof. There it goes. And yeah, it just needs really well stirred, but it worked out. This tteokbokki looks like it's good, and the noodle is good. It's like it steamed it. What they need to do is come up with shelf-stable dumplings. I bet they already have. And then you prepare them the same way, so you can have a bowl of like dumplings this way. That'd be nice, right? Let's see, back and up. That should be visible, right? That's pretty good. So this is supposed to be rose, which is usually a spicy, creamy kind of thing. I don't know. I'm not getting any spicy scent from this. I hope there's a little bit of spicy, just a touch. Whoa, that's really sweet. Tteokbokki is done perfectly. There's the broth, the sauce. I'll try just the sauce straight. Yeah, that's really sweet. I don't know. I don't like that so much. I liked the original, which is the standard sweet and spicy one. This one, however, it's just a little too much of the sweet, and I'm not digging that. No, I don't like it. No, it makes me unhappy. Scallion. Seeds. And some pepper thread. That's way too much pepper. How about that? Bimbo. Alright. 2 out of 3 done. I don't think she's even gotten in the shower yet. I'm rocking and rolling here. There you go. Alright, so the last one I'm doing today, this is the last of the Asha bowls. These are the Hot Ones collaboration. This is the Fiery Hot Tonkatsu. This is supposed to be the one that's like the hottest of all. So we will find out, and yeah, that'll be on the next episode of Instant Noodle Recipe Time. Please, for the love of God, like, subscribe, grab your friend's phone, like, subscribe, go wherever, harvest, bot, do whatever. Just, yeah, I need more subs, I guess. That's what I keep getting told. I don't care though. All right, have a good one. Now I gotta push the button. Have a good one. Bye.
It's a product of a lifetime, discernible, metaphysical.